Video, we're going to discuss the next 15 MCQs related to the JavaScript functionality. In today's video, we're going to discuss some of the parts remaining from the arrays lecture, and some of the part we're going to discuss related to the loops. So I believe you guys will like this video, and if you have any concept that you didn't clear during this video, do let me know through the comments. I will explain you as well over there. So let's begin our lecture. Our first question is, what is the index number used to represent the first element of an array? So we have discussed in the previous video, when we talk about the index in an array, we always start from the 0. So the third one is the correct answer. Another question, what will be the output of the following code? Here we have been given an array. You can see there is an array declared with the 3 items inside the array, 1, 2 and 3. So here we have given a condition, we have given an array dot push 4. Dot push is used to push the item inside the array at the end of the array. So the 4 will going to be pushed at the end of the array, which will become 1, 2, 3 and 4. And after, in the third line, you can see we have used unshift operation, array dot unshift 0. Unshift is used to add an element at the start of the array. While if we talk about the push is used to add the item at the end of the array, while on the other hand, unshift is used to add the item at the start of the array. So 0 will be added at the start. So the output will be, the second is the correct answer. 0 has been added by using the unshift operation, and 4 has been added by the push operation. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 is by default, and 0 and 4 has been given using the push and unshift operation. So I believe you guys understand the use of the push and unshift operations. Another question, we have given a condition, we have given a code. You can see we have given 4 strings inside an array, A, B, C and D. First, we have declared a new variable with the name of first, and inside the first variable I have given array dot unshift. Array is the name of the array, and dot shift operation is used to remove the first element from the array. Remember, unshift is used to add the item at the start of the array, while on the other hand, shift operation is used to remove the first element of the array. And in the third line, I have given a new variable with the name of last, and inside that I have used array dot pop. Pop is used to remove the last element of the array. So D will be removed. So you can see inside the console.log we have given a condition first, last and array. So the first A has been removed and D has been removed. So B and C. A D. Yeah. So the first one is the correct answer. A has been removed by using the let first line, by using the first variable. D has been removed by using the last variable, where we have used a pop operation, and B and C is given, you can see, array, because only B and C is left inside the array, so it will come in separate array. If you are guys confusing, I'll let you know one more time. A has been removed by using the shift operation from the start. D has been removed from the end of the array by using the pop, first, last and array. So only B and C is remaining in the array, so the first one is the correct answer. I believe you guys understand that now. Another question, we have given a code in which we have declared an array variable, and we have given 3 strings A, B, C. Here we again used array dot unshift. Unshift, we know that is used to add the elements at the start of the array, so it will become X, Y, A, B, C. And array dot pop is used to remove the last element from the array, so C will be removed, and inside the console.log we can see that the output is X, Y, A, B and C. So C has been removed by using the pop. Unshift is used to add the X and Y string at the start of the string start of the array. So the first one is the correct part. Another question, how many indices do you need to access an element in a two-dimensional array? We know that we need always a two indexes in two-dimensional arrays. We have discussed in a previous video. If you guys didn't understand the use of the two-dimension or a single-dimension arrays, you can watch my previous lecture. I have made a video on a JavaScript array. You can find that and watch it. And if you're still getting confused, do let me know through the comments. Another question, what kind of data structure is best represented by a one-dimension array? A list of items. The second is the correct answer. A list of items is a best representation of a dimension array, single dimension array. Another question, in JavaScript, what is a two-dimension array essentially? A special data type built into the language? No. An array of arrays. The second is the correct part, an array of array. In two-dimension array, there is an array with another array. Another question, we have given a code where we have to find the output. The number arrays, you can see there is an array declared with the name of numbers, and inside the array we have given a 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And you can see I have used a destructure method here. If you don't understand the use of the destructure, I will make a video separately on this and we'll discuss in the JavaScript in further videos. So what we are doing here, we have just used A, the first part, and then use the colon. After that, we didn't use any name or a variable, we just simply leave it empty and use again comma, and after that we have given a second element B. After that we have used comma and then dot 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 rest. The 3 dot and rest means the remaining elements will come inside the rest part is equal to the numbers array, and inside the console.log we can see that there are 3 parts given, A, B and rest. So A will take place, 1 will take place at A, 2 will take place at B, and the remaining part 3, 4 and 5 will take place at rest. So the correct answer is 1, 3, 4 and 5. Yeah. The second one is the correct answer. Sorry for that. 1 will replace A and 3 will replace A. 3 will replace B. And the remaining part 4 and 5 will replace rest. Now you may guys wondering where is the 2 gone. You can see I have used an empty without giving any variable or a name. I have just simply used a colon and just missed that out. So here the output will be 1, 3, which will come outside the rest part. A will take place 1, B will take place 3, and the rest of the part will going to be take at the rest variable 4 and 5. So I believe you guys understand this. Another question, what will be the output of the following code? You can see I have given an array with a 3 strings, red, green, blue. I have used a destructure method again here. You can see let primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, these are the names, so do not get confused. These are not any variable or something like that. So these are just names that you use to destructure the color arrays. And you can see that there are 4 names has been given: primary, secondary, tertiary, and the 4th one, quaternary, has been given a new string which is known as yellow in a destructure method. And inside the console.log you can see I just want to see the quaternary. So what will be the output here? And the output will be yellow because the yellow has been declared inside the quaternary. Another question, what will be the output of the following code? There is an array declared fruits with the name of fruits and given a 4 strings, apple, banana, orange and grape. So I have used again a destructure method here, Here I have used the first part of the apple, which is known as apple string, and we have discussed about the rest. 3 dot rest means it will going to take the rest of the elements inside the array, and the last part, last will take place of grape, and fruits is the array name, and you can see inside the console.log what I am seeing here: first, rest, and last. So here, what will be the correct answer? Uh, the first one is the correct answer, because as I said earlier, first will going to take place at apple, or apple will going to take place at first. So in output we can see that the apple will come at the place of first inside the console.log. Banana and orange will take place at rest, and grape, which is the last element inside the structure, grape will take place at the last. So the first one is the correct part. Another question, we have given a code in which we have to find the output. There is a string has been declared with a variable name of str. What we are doing here, we have in the second line we have declared another variable with the name of reverse, and inside the reverse variable what I am doing here, I am just using the first variable name str. I am splitting the string words. Dot split parentheses and double quotes mean that coding coding will going to split into parts. Coding will going to be splitted, and another another dot reverse curly braces I have used. What is the purpose of dot reverse? It reverses the value. Let's say it's a coding, so it will become ging doc. So it will reverse all the words to their place. And after the reverse operation, I have used a dot join, parentheses and double quotes inside that. Dot join is used to when you have splitted the string, then you use the dot join operation to join all the elements that you have splitted. And inside the console.log we can see that the second one is the correct answer, coding, coding, guinea dog. You can say, you can call any name. So by the way, what we have done here, we have just reversed the string. First we have splitted all the words inside the string, then we have reversed them, and then we have joined them. So it becomes G and I, D or C, you can call in them. So the second one is the correct answer. So now if you are guys confused in regards to the split operation, you can see we have given another question. What will be the result of the hello dot split? Hello is a string, you can see this is a string, and split is an operation, and the third one is the correct answer. As I said, split is used to split all the elements inside the string. Hello, HELLO, will all these elements will going to be splitted. Another question, what will be the output of the following code? I think I mistakenly didn't given the code here. I will talk about this later on. So now we'll discuss the other remaining question. What will be the output of the following code? Here you can see an array has been given with a name of numbers. There is a five element 10, 20, 30, 20 and 40. I have used another variable name with the name of index, and inside the index variable I have used a numbers array. Numbers dot index of operation is used to find out the element index place. You can see dot index of, and inside the parenthesis I have used the 20. So the 20 index of operation is used to find the index place of the particular value that you have given inside the parenthesis. So here we can see that the 20 is placed on 1. This is the index 0. This is the index 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 2 is placed on one index, so the output will be 1. Another question, what will be the output of the following code? Array has been given with a name of fruits with a 4 strings apple, banana, orange and grape. We have declared another variable with the name of index, and inside the index we have used the fruits array dot index of kiwi. So we know that we can see that the kiwi string is not been declared inside the fruits array, so the output will be undefined. So I believe you guys understand in today's lecture what we have discussed, the use of the split operation. We have discussed too many operations regards to the arrays. So I believe you guys understand all of these lecture. If you are getting confused, do let me know. I will guide you as well. So thank you so much for your time, and do subscribe my channel for the future videos. Bye bye.